Welcome to SHP's video blog, part 2 of a functional approach to the calf. Yesterday we briefly discussed some simple biomechanics of the runner's stride in the relationship between the hip, the calf and the ankle. Today we're going to go through some simple stretches and some exercises to help you prep before and after your race. So first off, we're going to start with the hip. We're going to start with the left hip. Find a chair at home or something which is of a comfortable height for the foot in the front. And all I want you to do is just lean forward, bend the right knee, and you should feel a sort of a stretching sensation at the top of the left leg. Okay? From this position, once you feel you've got the position of the stretch, you lift your arms to the top and just gently let the arms come back as you slide forward. The speed of the stretch is at a 1, 2, 3 and back. 1, 2, 3 and back. And you want to do that stretch for about 20 seconds or so. Areas that you want to be careful of is the lower back, that you're not overarching. The focus is on allowing the pelvis to come forwards and the hip to extend. So you can almost keep a relatively neutral spine. For those of you with low back problems, try not to use your arms. See if you can get the stretch with just the arms at neutral. You'll see the difference between my arms coming back and my arms here. Much less back bend. Okay? Once you've done 15-20 seconds of that stretch, the next one is going to be arms in front with a rotation. So as you go forward and feel the stretch, you rotate to your right. If you're working on the left hip, you rotate to the right. If you're working on the right hip, you would rotate to the left. And it's the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and back. The next stretch would be rotating to the other side. So through and rotate the other way. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and back. The final stretch for the hip is arms up to the top, and we want to lean to the side. So if I want to stretch the right hip, I will lean to my left as I go forward. So I go forward into the stretch, and then lean to the left, and come back. 1, 2, 3, and back. And you will do that again for the same time period as suggested for the other ones. Once we finish with the hip, we then go to stretching the calves. So similar to the traditional stretch that you may have done in the past, we're going to go with a movement-based approach. So instead of just holding the stretch in this position, we're going to go for a step approach. So imagine you've got a clock face, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 1 o'clock, and you just follow that route. So through, feel the stretch, and come back. Feel the stretch, and come back. Now this is at a 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. And then you can do the same for the other side. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. Okay? To complement that stretch, we would then pick the leg up, the opposite leg to what you're trying to stretch, feel the stretch, and then just rotate the hip across, backwards and forwards. So you're getting that rotation through the calf. And again, this stretch can last about 15 seconds or so at this kind of pace. Good. Okay. Well, thank you for listening to the 2-part series on the functional approach to the calf. Keep an eye out for future posts, and I hope to see you soon.